Hello? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. I don't know. Oh.
Dies ist der letzte Aufruf für Ihren Lufthansa Star Alliance Flug LH1734 nach Belgrad.
If
Wir bitten
anyone.
alle Gäste, sich umgehend zu Gate H19 zu begeben.
Sorry.
Wir müssen Ihren Flug in Kürze schließen.
I hope somebody
Vielen Dank für Ihre
replies to me.
This is the last call for your Lufthansa Star Alliance flight LH1734 to Belgrade. We ask all remaining passengers to proceed to gate H19 immediately. Your flight will be closing soon. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, I really hope that this is working. This is Arusha from Push, a Cure Fan documentary. Today is July 21st, 2026. I just finished a run of 5 shows, which I am very privileged to be a part of, but I'm very sad that it's over. Very sad that it's over. I, like we all do, have to go back to real life, which is comforting in some ways. You know, it's not the hustle and bustle of sorry, I'm distracted. This is super boring. It's not the hustle and bustle of going on all these flights and checking into hotels and oh, I tried to find a quiet place. It's not gonna happen. Okay, so I'm gonna have to tell people to like fast forward to minute 3. But I guess the most important thing to report is that, as usual, the shows were absolutely beautiful. And they... What is it called when you get... Oh, okay. Hey, thanks, bub. I am live. Okay. It's a little boring, but it's okay. I just wanted to give a report for those who have not been able to go to any shows of my experience. And very broadly speaking, I mean, the music still just makes me feel so alive and good. And certain songs, like, it's called Frisson, Frisson, when music actually makes you have like the goosebumps and you can feel it in your bones and in your heart and in your soul. And so that experience to music that I love, surrounded with people that feel the same way, it never gets old. It never changes as far as like, I truly believe it's a health benefit. I've had such a blast. I went to the 3 Berlin shows, and then I went to Plovdiv, Bulgaria, and I went to Cluj, Romania, which is Transylvania. Logistically, getting into Bulgaria and Romania was very, very difficult. Berlin was much easier. But I think anybody who watches this will probably know that the challenging part of Berlin was at the last minute. Simon Gallup, according to The Cure's official page, fell ill. And so those 3 shows in Berlin, we didn't see Simon. Eden filled in, and he did a great job. It all sounded really good. The set lists were varied, but it was really scary for me. it was weird. I have never seen The Cure without Simon, and to me, The Cure is not The Cure without Simon Gallup. And to me, I felt like you could tell that the whole band was preoccupied. Robert mentioned it a couple of times during the set, which I thought was interesting because he didn't have to, you know. But he said it, you know, thank you, and this is great, it's been wonderful, it's been a really hard day, but we're having a great time, and that sort of thing. But yeah, it was challenging. And also the venue was really challenging getting in, like for those of us that tried to get to the front. That was a workout beyond. Yeah, Mark. Hey, Mark, especially night one. Mark, what time is it in New York right now? Are you up late? I don't even know. It's 10:45 in Munich. But the stadium in Munich, in Berlin, it was a beautiful old Coliseum type thing, but it was also dangerous because you had to go up a hill and then down a bunch of stairs to get to the front, and so security was real hard. It's 4 a.m. 4 a.m. in New York City. I actually can't wait to get back to New York. Can you believe it? I love New York. As dirty and ugly as it is, I love it. I can't wait to get back to the 4 a.m. bodegas, the food, the people, everything. But anyway, so for the life of me, I can't remember the total set lists of all 3 nights, but it was pretty dark. They definitely played 100 Years. I think they played Prayers for Rain and M. Disintegration opened with Plain Song. I think that, you know, Plain Song and Disintegration. Yeah, Mark, I can't wait to see you as well. It'll be fun to catch up. We should definitely catch up. And you know what's interesting, and I tell this to like all the newbies that just are like, how do you do this, and why do you do this, and how do you afford this, and all that. You just save your money for a really long time. And then you choose your shows wisely. You know, where do you want to go and visit otherwise? Where do you have friends? Or where do you want to go see it alone, you know? So in Berlin, what was interesting is that not only were like a lot of the front row people usual suspects that maybe you would see at multiple shows from multiple countries, but there were new fans that, at least new to me, from Israel, from Turkey. It's fascinating. And there was even, I think, a Russian, or no, maybe that was Plovdiv. There was a Russian couple that had taken 4 flights from like Russia. God, I can't remember what it was, but it was 4 trips to get to Plovdiv, Bulgaria, you know, because they couldn't fly direct, even though it's right next door, to see The Cure. Yeah. So you're at the show with a bunch of people that really care. Tomi, yeah, they played Cold. You're at the show with people from all over the world who are really excited to be there. And then afterwards, there's a really funny thing that happens at some of these shows when it's like usually in England or Germany, or it's probably going to happen in France. Maybe it happened at Barcelona. But you'll mingle at the end, and people are trying to get a set list. And, you know, the roadies are working, The Cure are long gone, or they're at their after party or whatever. And it's so fun to meet up with people or meet up with people that you see online, and you take photos, and you're like, oh, there's that guy or that girl that you only know from online. And then you meet them in person, which is cool, because then you're like, you're not a troll. And in fact, my friend Judith, who is from Hungary, I just saw her in Cluj, and she couldn't go to Berlin. And her husband and her friends went, and she said, honestly, part of the reason why I missed going to the Berlin shows was all the pictures I saw at the end of all the Cure friends. So let that sink in for a minute. Like the world becomes smaller when you do this. And even I would say when I went to Plovdiv and Cluj, I barely knew, I don't think, I went with my friend Eric to Plovdiv, and I don't think we saw any usual suspects, but we met a lot of people who went to Plovdiv, Bulgaria, because it was cheaper, like, to go than in their own country, like Greece. And then we met somebody who lives in Bulgaria who was a refugee from Ukraine. Can you imagine? She lives in Bulgaria now, and she was queuing with us in the hot, awful, really hot weather in Plovdiv. It was tough. But again, it was worth it, because for those of us that got to the front or close to the front, especially in Plovdiv, Simon came back. And so during the time that they were setting everything up, you could see that they were setting up the keyboards on stage right and the guitar on stage right. And of course they had Bad Wolf, and then Dan, the bass tech, was tuning Simon's bass that said AG on it, and I think it says AG, and just all his stuff. And so it was clear that Simon was coming back. And then to actually see the whole band, all 6 members, come on stage was
United 195 nach San
was
Francisco.
electric.
Bittet Herrn
Hold on.
Dieter Nehl, angekommen aus Hamburg.
It was really cool.
Bitte kontaktieren Sie uns am Ausgang H17. Herr Dieter Nehl nach San Francisco. Bitte am Ausgang H17 melden.
Okay, so the other thing about Plovdiv that was really cool is you could see that the whole band was really happy. At least I could. It's not like I was like, oh, hey, Robert. But to me, it seemed like, you know, I could tell how at ease everybody was. And I don't know, it was just so cool, so beautiful. And it was very effervescent. Both the Plovdiv and the Cluj shows, I felt like had this like lightness to them. The crowd in Plovdiv was very easy and relaxed. Like in the front, if you were in the front, there was a lot of room. There wasn't a lot of pushing. There was young and old people there, and people smoked these really thin cigarettes, which I thought was really funny. They looked like Capri cigarettes from the 80s. Oh yeah, and then in Plovdiv, it was just...
Attention please for the flight 95 to San Francisco. And patient President Pollack, please contact me again H17.
I can't talk while they're talking. It's impossible for me. But in Plovdiv, Wolf Alice and Just Mustard, and then the Subways. I didn't love the Subways, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. But Wolf Alice were really kick-ass, and Just Mustard were great. Very interesting to be in Bulgaria and Romania. The vampire part of Romania is actually in Brasov, which is not where the concert was. So after Berlin, I went and did just some sightseeing in Brasov. So if you want to go to like the dark vampire area, you got to go to Brasov. So just know that. Cluj is really cool too. Lots of incredible architecture in both cities. Cluj is more of like I guess it's like a nightlife college-y place. A lot of old history, Hungarian history. Plovdiv was definitely a little more rustic. Like when you go to the downtown area, it's touristy, but also really beautiful and old and historic. But then when you're outside, like my hotel, the Radisson, was a ways away from the center, and it was a little bit scary for me because I walk around by myself like an idiot.
Once again, Pageant Family Pollack for the flight to San Francisco. Please contact me the gate H17 Family Pollack, please.
So I highly recommend Plovdiv and Cluj if you ever want to travel or if there's a show there. The Plovdiv festival, the Feel Good, wasn't so great, but I mean the city is cool. Whereas actually Electric Castle was really, really, really cool. There's a grocery store in there. There's a pharmacy. Thank you. Lots of clean bathrooms. Lots of places to eat. The fact that there was a grocery store in the Electric Castle made it so easy.
For United 195 to San Francisco, I'm paging Family Baukal. Please contact me gate H17.
Okay, well, I'm going to end this soon because it's getting very busy at the Munich airport, but I wanted to do a check-in. I'm sad that I have to go home and go back to real life. I was so happy to meet my friends, even for 5 seconds, that I've seen over 20 years, but also to meet new people. And there were new people that had never done this before that had the experience. So I'm going to continue to say, go, go, go. If you can, go, go, go. Just even to one show and just plan it really well. Get all your research done, save your money. Don't worry if you have to go alone. There'll be meetups. Or you can make your own little tiny meetup in a group. I'm sure that the Manchester and Edinburgh gigs are going to be great. If you're in Nimes, stay safe under that heat. Don't worry so much about the set list, you guys. We're all getting old. Like, the fact that you're alive and able to go to these shows, no matter what the set list is, it's still beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like a night like this, I could see that 100 times. It's so beautiful. And Robert's voice is incredible. Like, I do think the one thing I will say is that I do think it's easier to see The Cure at night when it's dark. So I guess I think Neon, the next show, they aren't gonna play till like 11. But it's weird seeing it in total daylight. What are you gonna do?
Once again, for the flight to San Francisco, paging Family Pollack.
Okay.
Contact me the gate H17.
I think I still need a scene reporter for Neon. Let me know if you can. Sarah, keep hoping for Australian shows. It might happen. You never know. It might happen. But first we have to get through these, right? Just so lovely. Take care of yourselves, and if you have the energy, take care of somebody else. Be good to yourselves and be kind.